Hello, Kirtland. This is your Uncle Eustace. Um, I'm lost for words right now. I love you. I never met you, but I want to be part of your life. But I don't know how to be. Things are very, very rough with your uncle here. I'm not making ends meet, and I'm living one day at a time. Um, what I want to tell you is I want to share something with you that one of my neighbors did for me. Your grandfather took in his son and talked to him like a father. And I live to see the day when he called me and talked to me like a father. And he has 9 children, so for him to make me like a 10th adopted child, that was great for me. He told me the story of how Peter saw Jesus walking on the water, and Jesus called out to him and said, "Come here, Peter." And he got out of the boat and started walking. And he walked on the water. And while he was walking on the water, doubts started to enter his mind. Even though he was walking on the water, doubts came into his mind. And he started to say, "But this is impossible." And the minute he started to say it was impossible, he started to sink. And Jesus caught his hand and pulled him up. What Mr. Rogers wanted to tell me was, in life, with God, all things are possible. And you can walk on water too, if you believe. And if God is helping you, count your blessings and do not ever lose faith, especially when things are going well. If you are walking on water and you are doing something beyond every imagination, keep your faith. Don't ever doubt your ability. Whatever you want to do, you are at that age where you have to start to make decisions. You're going to be 15 this year. In 3 years, you're going to be considered a grown woman. And you'll have to face the world. And you'll have to chart your own challenges. Whatever you have to do, begin to start paying attention to yourself at this age. And try to figure out for yourself what you like to be. Avoid all the negative things and look for the positive and embrace it with all you have, and whatever talents that God gave you or you develop for yourself, use it for good as best as you can. Listen to everybody. If they make sense, follow them. If they don't make sense, Don't scold them. If there is something you can do to teach them, pass it on. And if there is nothing you can do to teach them, leave them alone. You can't change the world, you can't change people, but you can change yourself. Make adjustments. Remember one thing: anger is not a good option. Angry is when your mind cannot adjust to things that you either was unprepared for, did not expect, or did not really want to entertain. So when things or people present themselves into a situation, don't be angry for too long. If you find yourself being angry, note that that's one place that you need not to ever be. Always try to move on from anger. Flee from it. Leave it alone. And hatred is when you cannot come to terms with loving something or someone. It's easy. You can love anything. Anything or anyone if you want to. You just have to find a way to appreciate it. Some people are silly. Some people act crazy. Some people want to charge you and want you to do whatever they want you to do. But don't ever give in to their fancies. If they want to make you angry, make them fail. Anybody that wants to get you mad, they will have to cry because they fail to do so. Always smile. Don't ever try to let off steam. Steam can burn you. I know. I may not look like much. Things are so rough I cannot even fix myself to make myself as presentable as I wish to. But I hold myself always with a certain amount of pride that it is what I feel that is important about me that is more important to me than anybody else. You got to try to feel good about yourself, and you can only feel good if you don't harbor negative things, if you don't harbor things, emotions that will distract you from being loving, that will distract you from being happy and smiling. Everybody who met you when you were a little baby and a little girl, they always come back to me and said, I met your niece. And boy, she is so wonderful. Your joy brought joy to them. And always keep your joy. Your mom had her ways. Sometimes she gets herself a little warped up. But when she got into her good moods, she would be the person who would try to make everybody laugh. And that's what you have to remember, and let that part of your mom show out in you. Always try to be the person who wants to make things go easy and nice. Don't be the person who wants to make things hard and ugly, okay? That's all I have to say to you. And I love you, my dear. And I hope that soon we might be able to see each other face to face. And I can enjoy a new treasure in my life of knowing and bonding with my one and only daughter of my dearly beloved sister. Thank you. Bye. I love you.